Hello again, peeps, peepettes, everybody else on the spectrum and whatever. It's your madman. Sorry, I'm just going to pause it, mute the telly a minute. I'm actually talking about this story I'm just watching on Sky News. I haven't caught all the story, but basically there's a young disabled girl in a wheelchair. She's autistic. She was being looked after by her father, elderly father. It's in Buckinghamshire. I think it's at High Wycombe. Her father had a stroke, so he was unable to look after her. So she went into the social care system, but there was no actual accommodation. They offered her one place, but I've spoke about it on my other videos. When I was homeless, they offered me a place at Scunthorpe called the Lighthouse, and it was one of those places that if I got into there, I would have been in a worse situation than being homeless. And if you don't understand that, then please consider yourself lucky, because that is an horrendous situation to be in, put in warmth, putting your safety before being covered on a night. Anyway, back to this Chloe. I'm nearly crying. Having worked in the care system as well, this is awful. So basically, she was during the day, from what I can gather, during the day she was able to stop in a pub and have a cup of tea and so on and so forth. But at night time, she couldn't. Funding, there was no funding. You'll have to try and catch it on Sky News to get the whole story, because I caught it late. When you consider, going back to my usual rants, when you consider these illegal migrant fighting age men, some obviously Hamas supporting, some who just don't like the West, even though they want to come here to re-demograph, I suppose. And they're coming in and they're going into big 5-star hotels, 4-star hotels. Actually, as a caveat, well done to Premier Inn for refusing a government contract at all of their hotels to house illegals. Well done to Premier Inn. But considering we've got people in Cleethorpes, and every town's got them in hotels and bed sits and stuff. Yet this young autistic girl in a wheelchair was having to sleep on the streets. And then they eventually got, from what I just saw, they eventually got a place, an emergency motel, that prior to that point, the local council refused to give her. But when she got there, it didn't have a disabled toilet. The bedroom hadn't been made for it. It was 2 o'clock in the morning by the time she got there. And like I say, when you consider what we give to people who want to come in and destroy and take over our country, as opposed to the people born and bred and lived here, and obviously the servicemen that have worked here, the soldiers that have protected us and everything, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. This country is it. Well, somebody else said it the other day. It's beyond help now. It needs to be. It will be burnt to the ground, and very soon. A lot of people have said there's something coming very big. It will be burnt to the ground before it's remade, and when it's remade, not one of us will recognise it. Not one of us will. Imagine being sent to prison now for the next 4 years and coming out. You won't be coming back to England. It won't look the same. It's horrible. But yeah, that story on Sky, if you can, I know mainstream media shit, but if you could try and catch that story, it really does put a lot of things into perspective. Absolutely awful. Anyway, people, look after yourselves, look after your friends, your family, your elders, your relatives. This just puts it into perspective, like I said. Look after yourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay proud. Peace.